going on, everybody, this fine Wednesday? So as you can see, we're getting a pretty late start to today's video just because I gotta do homeowner things and cut the grass, which is probably one of my least favorite things to do currently, rather than make videos. I used to enjoy it, you know, sitting on there, stress relief, you know, just cruising for 2 hours. I got about 2 acres. I take my time. I usually try and make it look pretty nice, but as of lately, with making the videos and stuff for you guys, it is like my least favorite thing to do. It just takes up too much time. But anyway, oh, that and the one side of my grass is really wet, which just irritates the crap out of me. As you can see, the left side, I don't even really cut because it's so wet. You can see it starts to get really bad right about there. But enough of that. I'm done with the grass. I'm done talking about the grass. The wheels for the first gen are here. Now, I want to do a little bit of explaining on how I got to what's in these boxes right over here. So first point that I want to touch on real quick is the old school look versus, like, I would say the new school look of today. And that would be like your 18s up and your 18s down versus that old school kind of bullet hole style wheel, which I like. I like that look. I like lifted trucks with, you know, 35s, things like that. This truck is 2-wheel drive, so we're going more for a, I would say, like a half-ton pickup truck rod meets a diesel 3/4 ton. Like I said, it's 2-wheel drive, so we're going to be going more towards that new school look a little bit. I really did like the look of a all-black wheel on this truck. Basically, where I was at is I wanted a 20-inch plus wheel, 2022, all black, in a 12 or wider. Now, the next point that I want to touch on is price. Now, when you start getting into 20s, 22s, 20 by 12s, 20 by 14s, the bigger and the wider you go, obviously the price goes up. And for this truck, the whole point is this isn't like a full resto. This bird is chirping right here, and it is really messing up what I want to say. So the whole point of this truck really wasn't to go spend tons and tons of money on it. You know, we wanted to gain the best bang for your buck. So, you know, really what we ended up with was a 20 by 12 that I found for a really, really good price. The wheel, can you hear that? It's a 20 by 12 all black wheel for about as cheap as we could get it. And that's kind of where I want it to be. The next point I want to bring up is, actually I probably should have talked about this in the beginning. So when I bought my American Forces 22 by 12s, I wanted them all gloss black. Now what I wanted is a gloss black center cap to go with that as well. Usually when you get like a satin black wheel, they'll send just a generic plastic satin black cap. Talk to American Force, I want an all gloss black wheel. What do I need to do to get a gloss black center cap? Oh, you have to buy billet center cap. Okay, fine. It is what it is. It sucks. It was a lot of money. I didn't really want to spend it, but if that's what it takes to achieve the look that I wanted, you know, it is what it is. That's the show vehicle. That's the truck that I really, you know what I mean? Like, whatever it takes, it takes. I get my wheels when Michael dropped them off, as you saw. Open up the boxes. The plastic center caps were painted gloss black. Okay. So why did I just spend $600 on billet center caps when you were just going to paint the plastic ones? I would have never ordered the billet ones in the first place. So long story short, ended up working that out with them. They sent them to the wrong place or never made them. Who knows what the story was? I'm not really sure, but I got refunded $600. So I was like, awesome. That's the money for the wheels for the first gen. So that's where this money actually kind of came from. Like I mentioned, these wheels per wheel were like $195, $196, so about $800 shipped to my door, center caps and lug nuts. $200 difference that I paid for wheels. So that's the story behind these wheels. That's the look that we're going for. That's why we have a 20 by 12 wheel. That's why it's all black. Just so, you know, that's the background before, you know, I still like the 16s, I still like 15s, I still like that old school look with some meaty tires on it, but this truck is a 2-wheel drive. You know, we're gonna take it to the strip. We're gonna go for more of that like half-ton street rod pickup truck look. That's what we're going for. So these wheels are made by Gear Alloy, like I mentioned before, 20 by 12, 8 by 6.5, negative 44 offset, and they are a all black wheel. There's the part number if you're interested in looking up these. These I got through my man, Michael Garofalo, Garofalo Enterprises, like I get everything else. Like when I mention him, I get wheels, I get injectors, I get turbos, I get pretty much, when I say all of my parts, I mean all of my parts. Okay. So if you're in the market for some fuels, some American Forces, link is always in the description. All right, moment of truth. There they are, guys. I'm gonna unbox them all. We're gonna take the cover off that. We'll throw some on the truck. So another thing I wanna bring up real quick is the wheel design. This isn't necessarily my favorite wheel design, but it fit my budget and it's all gloss black. It has no machine marks in it. I like that look, but kind of not for this truck. So it's an all black wheel. It's cheap. Why we went with this wheel. And I really don't think it looks that bad. I mean, I think it looks pretty good. It's gonna look good on the truck. All right, so there she is with the wheels on. I know it's kind of up on jack stands, so you can't really get a full effect without tires and it being on the ground, but basically that'll give you an idea of the wheel design. We're losing light fast, so it's even kind of hard to tell out here now. But I'll do a little walk around. Pretty hard to tell in the camera, but the wheels stick out. Ooh, almost just tripped and fell. The wheels are almost flush, maybe an inch out of the body line. The one thing I did ask when I ordered these wheels, I called them directly and asked if the center cap covered the lug nuts or they were like an open lug design like you see. You're going to be able to see the lug nuts. The lug nuts that they came, because these came you know, basically 800 with shipping, lug nuts, center caps, wheels, everything together. The lug nuts that they sent, you know, are these generic lug nuts, which I have one of them in there just to give you guys an idea of what they would look like. You can't really see them, but I feel like it would look better with like a little bit longer lug nut that was black. So again, I know this isn't going to be everybody's style. This isn't going to be everybody's look. I understand that not everybody would have the same taste. If everybody did have the same taste, the world would be a pretty boring place. So I completely understand that. You know, I respect everybody's builds and looks and but I'm pretty pumped on them, guys. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Even though the wheel design wasn't necessarily my first choice, I really don't think it looks bad at all. Once we get this thing on the ground, get the ride height really nice, this thing will be looking great. So I was actually fully expecting to try and start Jesse's fuel sump, maybe start some of that. It's kind of hard to tell in the camera, but we are losing light really fast. seeing that we had to cut the damn lawn. But I totally forgot that I needed the buckets to catch all the fuel that was not consumed before we parked it here. So we're gonna leave it sitting right there. I'm gonna grab some buckets for it. Maybe we'll start that tomorrow. So one last comment on the first gen and the 05 in there. I know things are kind of moving a little slow, it seems, but I promise you guys, I am trying to get as much work done with everything else that's going on with making the videos and, you know, basically just everything else. There are some things behind the scenes that I'm trying to work on as well that take some time. So, you know, I'm trying to get the work done and the trucks done as fast as I can. I know you guys appreciate it. I'm just letting you guys know. I feel like, you know, I just want them done. But they will get done. I promise you that. I hear a truck rolling by. But they will get done. I promise you guys, we will get them done. We will get them to the track. We will get them to the dyno. We'll get these things rolling. I promise. So one thing we are gonna do tonight, I don't care how dark it is, we are gonna do something. And that is take this cover off, because I've been wanting to do this and it's the dumbest little thing, but guess what? We're doing it tonight. Oh, I need my buddy Topside. Oh. Ugh. Of course, it's taking forever. These two stupid bolts. All right. I mean, come on. Now she looks like a real 12 valve. All right, so I found another thing to remove so I can feel somewhat accomplished tonight. I don't think we're gonna be needing the spare tire tools. Oh, I can't even see what the heck I'm doing. Ow. All right, so it's just these butterfly nuts. This thing is really on there. Got him. Okay. Take the brackets off. There's one little tab over here. All right. There we go. Does that look cleaner? You guys can see a little bit. It's almost 9 o'clock right now. Even though I can't even see what I'm doing, you know I had to bust out the quick wax. So one of the other things I was just looking at for the hell of it was headlights. It looks like they make a 5x7. It says it's made by Rigid Industries. It's like a truck light 5x7. It's got kind of a blacked out housing. It looks like you can trim some things here or there and fit them in the stock bezels. So I don't know what your opinions are on that, guys. I don't know if people have first gens, what they've done for headlights, if they've just stuck with the stock ones or, you know, got aftermarket ones. They're kind of expensive, so I'm not really sure if we're going to be getting them just yet, but I was just looking at them. Something to note. All right, guys, I feel slightly better now that I feel like we did maybe something besides cut the grass today. Anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on the tires that we're gonna be going with. Hopefully we're gonna get the whole setup mounted, done with, maybe on the truck by this weekend, I'm hoping. But anyway, hit that like button before you leave, guys. Tomorrow should be a full-length video, hopefully working on something all afternoon, but we will see. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys. Oh, one last thing. Give me your opinions and thoughts of lug nuts for the wheels. I really like sticking with a black lug nut on a black wheel and not really a chrome against a black, even though you can't really see them. So let me know what you guys think. I do run spiked lug nuts on the other wheels. I know they're not everybody's favorite, but let me know what you guys think. And that's it for this video, I promise.